On the official FNAF Twitter account, a roadmap for the first week in August was released. For those unaware, this is to celebrate the game's 10th anniversary, and on this anniversary roadmap, we see the announcement of an unknown collab listed for August 6th. But what could this mysterious collab be? Well, while it could easily be something else, Dead by Daylight and Fortnite are by far the most wanted collabs for the FNAF franchise. And even though Chapter 33 is confirmed to be releasing on August 6th, it's also confirmed to be a Castlevania chapter. So even though nothing is confirmed, I am extremely confident in saying this unknown collab will be with Fortnite, and for quite a number of reasons. First though, I'd like to give a little more reasoning as to why I think this collab has next to no chance of being DBD. For one, like I said earlier, the next chapter is already confirmed to be Castlevania, and while you could make the argument they would just announce it on the same day for a future chapter, I'm not so sure. While they did just do something similar for Chapter 32, announcing the Castlevania chapter the same day as the D&D chapter's PTB, that was also the 8th anniversary. Furthermore, it's the very next chapter after D&D, and it's impossible for FNAF to be. On the Year 9 roadmap for Dead by Daylight, Chapter 34 has no text above it, whereas Chapters 32, 33, and 35 all have licensed above them. While one could argue they're withholding that information so it's a surprise, behavior tries to balance original and licensed chapters, and Chapter 34 being FNAF would mean an entire year of licensed content, apart from one single survivor in April. You could also argue the collab would just be a collection though, a bunch of cosmetics. While this is possible, it's still the same day as the Castlevania chapter, and I'm not sure that DBD would finally bring in a FNAF collab just for it to be some cosmetics. Next, I'd like to rule out other possibilities. After thinking on it for a little, the only other collabs I believe this could be are Fall Guys, Among Us, and Multiverses. For Fall Guys, it's a collab fans have indeed asked for, and furthermore one Scott Cawthon himself name-dropped. However, this game is far from its glory days, nowhere near as popular as it was 3 years ago. And the other collab that was name-dropped in this comment was none other than Fortnite, still going strong with hundreds of thousands of players consistently. Next, Among Us. About 6 months ago, the game saw an Undertale collab, among many other indie games. Furthermore, the game has also collabed with Scream, so it's dabbled in both indie games and horror. But while it's not doing terrible, it, much like Fall Guys, is nowhere near its peak 3 to 4 years ago. And while I'm sure people would be happy with this collab, I honestly can't remember ever seeing someone want FNAF X Among Us. Lastly, a bit of an odd one, Multiverses. Not only did it see its full release less than a month ago, but we saw Jason Voorhees himself enter the game as well. However, it hasn't collabed with an indie game before and, much like Among Us, I don't think I've ever seen someone clamoring for this collab. To end off here, I'd like to give a point against all three. FNAF pretty much never does collabs. This will pretty much be the first big, hyped up collab for the franchise, and as stated previously, DBD and Fortnite are the most requested by leaps and bounds, and I've already gone into detail of how it pretty much can't be Dead by Daylight. All of this said, while nothing's confirmed and it could definitely be something else, I would quite honestly be shocked if this mystery FNAF collab on August 6th doesn't turn out to be Fortnite. But even though it's probably not Dead by Daylight this time around, I wouldn't lose hope. If anything, I think this makes FNAF more likely in the future, proving the franchise is more open to collaborations. But I digress. Does this collab have anything else going for it? And to end things off, if this collab really does happen, what skins can we expect to come in? First, I'll talk about the former. A few days ago, pretty much every reliable Fortnite leaker released this list of dates for upcoming big updates. And on this list, none other than August 6th, the exact day as FNAF's mystery collab. Even if we disregard everything else, this seems a little too convenient for me. I mean, sure, Dead by Daylight also has a major content release on August 6th, but we know exactly what that is. Contrarily, we have zero clue what to expect in this update. This, to me, is the final nail in the coffin. Again, this isn't confirmed and I don't want to get anyone's hopes up thinking it is, but I would be lying through my teeth if I said it's not incredibly likely. Before I end today's video off, I'd like to go over what I'm expecting the collaboration to contain. First, of course, the Glam Rocks. Their designs fit right at home in Fortnite, and pretty much every concept for this collab includes this group. And second, while I'm not sure they'd release all of these skins at once, I'd like to also propose the original four: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. They are the faces of the franchise after all, by far the most popular characters from it. And while they don't fit into Fortnite as well as the Glam Rocks do, this is Fortnite we're talking about. I mean, come on. We have the Xenomorph in this game. And this may just be biased because I really want a Bonnie skin, but I think the original four would make much more money than the Glam Rocks ever would. They are the faces of the franchise after all. But even if they don't come in August 6th, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them come in for a second wave a few months or so later. Of course, there are many other skins they could bring in with this collab, like Springtrap, Vanny, or the toy animatronics, but they can always do multiple waves. For the actual day of the collab though, my bets and hopes are on the 4 Glamrock animatronics and the original 4, though I could definitely see one group being introduced at a later date. In conclusion, while it could absolutely be something else, I am willing to bet FNAF's mystery collab on August 6th will be none other than Fortnite, and if Bonnie makes it in, you can bet I'm buying him day 1. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more like it. Liking helps push the video to more people and motivate me to keep making these videos, and subscribing will help make sure you don't miss my future uploads. Furthermore, only 2.5% of people who watch my videos are subscribed, so I'd really appreciate it. If you have anything to say about the video, the theory itself, or you just want to say hi, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I respond to pretty much all of them, and if you really want to show your support, consider becoming a channel member. For just $3 a month, you get a bunch of perks. In fact, you could have seen this video early if you were a member. On that note, huge shout out to Stannis Swag, Mario Blue, and DNG, my 3 channel members. One last thing before I end off the video though. I know it's a bit of an odd thing to promote as a DVD YouTuber talking about a FNAF collab in Fortnite, but I'm working on a few Friday Night Funkin' mods behind the scenes, and while I may be a bit biased, I really like how they're turning out. The one I'm directing especially. If you want to stay up to date on those, you can join my Discord server, follow my Twitter, follow my mod's Twitter, and or just keep an eye out on my community posts. I'll be posting on all of those whenever a mod of mine comes out. Regardless, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.